tell us, where did it all start?
Well, it started when I was 6-year-old. My older brother, who's 2 years older, he was 8-year-old, but he got a Diane Pelican.
Yes.
Diana I think that's the name, Diana. Lever action Pelican for Christmas. And every chance I could get to rob it or use it, I did. So that's where I started shooting with this Pelican. But then it progressed from there. So my mother and father went, it was 1940, and I was 7-year-old then. But my mother and father went to Galway for a few days, and they were to be back on Sunday, but she told me to get a cockerel and kill it for Sunday's dinner before she went. So anyway, Friday came, and I had to kind of get the cock on the Friday evening.
Okay.
So I got them all into the hen shed, as we call it. But there was a little scout hole in it, and there's a little bit of timber blocking the hens from getting out. But this cockerel, for some reason or other, got to push this piece of timber out of the way and got out.
The one that you wanted?
The one that I wanted, and got into a privet hedge, which was roughly about 12 feet high, and it was 15 feet wide. So he got in there, and I just couldn't get him. So I said, what'll I do? And it was getting dark at the time, so I got the idea of getting my father's gun. He'd bought a single-barrel Stephen shotgun for the frightened crows. But I think he fired one shot out of it and never didn't do it again. But the gun was there, and I went in, and without anybody seeing me, I got the gun, I got a cartridge, and I went out, and I put the cartridge in the gun, and I said, where is he? So I didn't care where he was, if I could shoot him or catch him. I didn't want to put too many pellets into him.
Okay.
But eventually he came out of the hedge, and he kind of stood silhouetted against an old rusty door from the body of a lorry.
Yeah.
So I could see him. He was pure white. Leghorn was the name of the bird. And he stood, so I took aim at his head and pulled the trigger, and I nearly finished on my back, but I didn't. I managed to stay up, but I knew that I was after hitting the cockerel.
Okay.
So I went down, got him, tied his legs together, put him up on a hook, and what you normally do is cut his throat and let him bleed. You know, that's what you do. You let the blood go. And so everything was lovely. That was grand.
You had done your job.
No, everything was ready, and Sunday came, and everybody was around the table, the whole family, at the dinner. So everything was going good. I was a kind of a vegetarian at the time.
A kind of vegetarian.
Yeah. So, but my brother, that's my pod, who had they had a shotgun, or they had a Pelican. I could see him kind of moving something in his mouth, and I remember getting his finger, and he took something out of his mouth and put it on the table, and he rolled it around with his finger, and he said, "Mammy, that's a lead pellet." He shot him. So I had to just jump and run. In the story, I got out. I ran away, in fact.
Did you?
He went away, yeah. So anyway, that's the
So
story.
your first,
There's another
your
story.
first firing of a shotgun
Yeah.
was to kill a cockroach.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And that was it. So anyway, I did that job. I got him. So okay,
That's a great story.
So anyway, that's it. Went on from there. But that was more of a story about the fact that I ran away and I was going to live on apples of an arch from an orchard. The first clays I shot them down here,
In Rush.
where the car park is today, where the bank is today. You know the bank of the car park?
Yes.
That years ago was a dump, tip head.
Okay.
And the Rush Gun Club at the time ran a shoot in it. And I entered the shoot, but I got the loan of a gun from Buff McGuinness was this man's name. He gave me the loan of a gun. And so I finished up anyway. Jackie Gilson and myself, he won it and I was second. And that's where the first clays I ever shot was down there, throwing them out into the sea.
Wow.
Yeah, that time, yeah.
Throwing them out into the sea?
Into the sea, with the water, just over the water. If you go down here, you'll see what I'm talking about. The sea.
Yeah, no, I know. I know the bank. I know the bank that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow. And how many like traps would there be?
No, there's only
Just
one. There's one
trap.
One little trap was on the trap. It was a very old trap. It was a spring of one arm, and it kind of had a finger and thumb situated where you put the clay in, and grab it, and you pull it back, and then somebody with a rope would release it.
Oh.
You know.
Wasn't a trapper?
Oh, no trapper, no.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh no, there was a trapper.
Yeah.
You had a trapper all right in it, but there was a rope going back. You know, but make sure that you gave the trapper plenty of time for the cock and also to put the clay in.
Okay.
To kind of a 10 bore type of shoot, you know, small. But anyway, that was the first time. I bought a Rigby shotgun from a man called Bunny Cole. He was the barber in Rush. He lived out at Lusk, and he was always fond of guns and shooting. And he knew that whenever I go down to have my hair cut, I used to like going down to him because he would talk about guns, he'd be talking about shooting. But he told me that he had this side-by-side shotgun that he could sell. He wanted to sell it. It was a Rigby. Rigby was very famous English-made gun, but it was a very old one, Damascus barrels. Have you ever heard tell of Damascus barrels?
Yes.
And it had the hammers on it, you know.
Oh, very nice.
You know. So, but unfortunately, it would kick you to death.
Yes.
It was serious. Oh, I couldn't just use it. I finished up anyway. I traded it in. I got a Savage automatic shotgun.
Okay.
I was 18 when I got this friend of mine, Oggy Kerrigan, to bring me to a shoot. He asked Freddie Moore where a shoot was to be held. So Freddie told him there's one in Rathcoole next Sunday, which is Rathcoole's the other side of Dublin.
Yes.
So I said I'd like to go to it. So at the time I went anyway with him, but I had no gun at that time. Sorry, I won't say no gun. I had the Rigby. I had the Rigby. This is before I bought this Savage. I had the Rigby gun, and so Oggy was speaking to Freddie Moore, and there was this gentleman alongside him with dark wavy hair, and he kind of semi-listening to the conversation. So he came over and he said, "Is this the young lad? Does he want to shoot?" And it was this gentleman anyway. He said, "Here, why don't you show me the gun? I says, you have to forget about that gun. He says, that's only for frightening crows. He says, here, come on. So he gave me this under and over shotgun, which was Big Betsy, he called it. And he said, and he put me up on the middle stand, down the line, and at that time, you had a puller, you know. That time they had a trapper trapping, putting the glaze on,
Yes.
but you had a pull bar.
Oh,
So
right.
when you wanted to cock the trap, you pulled the bar, but then to release it, you clicked. So the puller was the man who released the target.
Okay, when you called pull.
When you called pull, he'll release it. So he showed me up stood up on the middle stand, and he put a box of cartridges up on the stand. He had a cartridge stand, and he put the box of cartridges. He said, "Here, use away those." So George, he called, the puller was George Inch, was the man's name. It was pulling. He said, "George, go on, give this fella some shots." So I pulled, bang, I hit the first one, second one, third one, shot them all. So this man was Barney Mullen.
Oh, Barney.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Barney said to me, says he, "Where are you from?" So I'm from Rush. "You're not from fucking Rush. You're from Russia." That's what he said. And so after that we became great friends, you know, later on.
Yes.
But there was another day in Ticknock also I went to, and they were playing tricks on me to do, because I think I was I was a little bit different. Shooting, I could outshoot a lot of these. But this man, I knew, we heard them behind, they were kicking the commotion up, and when it was my turn to put up the gun, a fella's cap came over me. And so what I did was, I just bang bang, and I blew the cap smithereens. And I just turned around, and I said, "Have you any more caps?" That was it. There was no more caps. No.